But for our last piece of news, Ghost of Tsushima. It looks like PlayStation has given rights, or not PlayStation, but
Sony.
Yeah, Sony has, because it is a Sony Interactive. So it looks like Sony has given rights to be able to do an adaptation in film for this game. So we're talking Ghost of Tsushima and the same director that did John Wick.
Ooh,
directing this. So for me, I'm not really that enthused. I did enjoy all of the John Wicks and whatnot, so that's cool that he would be directing this. But I was not that compelled with the story for Ghost of Tsushima. I still remember like the basics of it, but as far as like me following the story and being like really into Jin, like I was not really that into the character. So this storyline for this movie would have to be something completely off of what the game was to give me better backstory or give me more details about Jin that was like really interesting. Maybe if you gave me like something more of his like coming up struggle, or after he's become the ghost, give me that story. Maybe that's probably where it would probably shine best. There's like some new enemy, that's not a Mongol or whatever. It's somebody new, and he's doing his ghost shit, just John Wick style. But I don't know. How do you guys feel?
I don't know jack about this because I never played Ghosts. So I'm just going off John Wick. John Wick 1, that movie was incredible. I don't know if it was Keanu Reeves that carried it. I think the whole story, all the characters were great. Like, the action was incredible. So if it can get some of those elements right, I'll definitely want to check out this movie. But I don't know anything about the story. I don't know. I don't really have much to say, but if it's a little bit like John Wick, then I give it a thumbs up.
It's so funny because Mark hasn't played like a lot of these games, like Last of Us 2 or like Uncharted. So it's like, well, those all look good to me because he doesn't have any perspective.
I have nothing to go off of.
I actually kind of disagree with you. Because think about the stories in John Wick. They're very, very shallow. Basically, everyone's just attacking the dude because his
dog died.
Yeah, the dog died. Right? Like, I really like John Wick 1 and I like John Wick 2 a lot. John Wick 3 I didn't like as much, but I really liked the first two a ton. And there's lots of things I like about John Wick 3 too, but I don't know. There's some things I didn't like too much about John Wick 3. But I love John Wick 1 and John Wick 2. And John Wick 1 is like a classic. The original John Wick was
so
good.
So you just think this is going to be great for the slaughtering. That's it.
Because that's all John Wick was. All John Wick was basically no story and just a dude like moving through a level, slaughtering everybody till it gets to the end, the boss, right? Like that's essentially all it is. And that's a lot of what Ghost of Tsushima is. You're the last samurai. Everyone's coming after you. Everyone's attacking you. And you're just slaughtering dudes like you're this badass samurai. And like those choreographed scenes in John Wick were dope, right? Like, so if we get some really cool because we're like, oh my gosh, what did he just do? Like sometimes you couldn't even follow what John Wick did. It was like such a complex maneuver that way he killed somebody. Like imagine them duplicating that like in a samurai world.
Dude.
One dude stands alone, right, against an army, and that seems dope to me. I don't think you need a grand story here if you're going in that John Wick direction. If you're not, then you need a story.
Well, I mean, like, what if I would have felt like somebody who like the guy who directed Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon or something like that, like some type of like a samurai epic story or something like that should have been the one to try to like direct this movie. Considering how much effort they tried to put into making it seem like a cinematic masterpiece.
If you want to go in a samurai epic direction, then you're right. You need a director like that. And then I would agree with you in saying that won't work because that story is not epic enough. That's going to fail. That story was garbage. But if you go in the action direction and you're just like, let's just make pure action like John Wick level action. And, John Wick, yes, it's guns, it's not swords, but it felt very martial art. It felt very choreographed. That's
all it was.
Like, that's what this could be too. But instead of a gun, you have a sword. Like, boom, boom, like who knows what he could be doing, right? Like, I don't know. I'm pretty excited, actually. Like, I could be disappointed, but, like, I have a lot of faith in that dude because I love John Wick 1 and I love John Wick 2. Yeah, and those are, like, jaw-droppingly cool. I did not expect that from those movies when I first saw them.
Me neither.
And I can see this being really neat. So this is one of the first Sony movies. And what's going on, dude? Sony is pumping out the movies now. They're turning like all their games into movies or TV shows, like everything.
Why not?
Just they're trying to
More money.
Everything.
Yeah, they're just trying to take the same, the motto that's been shown a lot of times. You take like one item and then you figure out like 8 different ways to flip that one item. Like, how can I utilize this one item?
But it's just crazy. It's like
ways?
everything. Okay, make Uncharted a movie, Last of Us a movie, Ghost of Tsushima a movie, everything a movie.
Yeah, because
Why not?
these IPs, they're games, and then until another game is made with using that IP, that's just sitting there. So it's like, let's utilize
game
this.
movies don't usually do well.
No, they
So
don't.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of weird. And in the era of COVID, I wouldn't want to be spending money on movies right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. It's just interesting to me. Like,
they trying to catch this at the ass end of the COVID. You know what I mean? When everybody's flooding back to the theaters.
I'm sure The
'cause
Last
it's
of Us
open.
and Uncharted were all done before COVID came along.
Probably.
But now that they're introducing Ghost, that's new. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think it's
So
exciting.
we'll have to see exactly,
We'll have to see,
where it's
man.
going. Hopefully we'll get a trailer sometime this year for it. I don't think it would be out like this year. I think it would be probably like end of next
Yeah.
year, maybe 2023, something
Probably.
like that. Just to give it time. But I guess we'll see. Hopefully we can see something soon, just to see or see some pictures. Maybe get like an idea of who's gonna play Jin or anything else. And see if maybe they can portray the character with a more appealing light than the actor that did for the game.
Now that is
or
a
something.
concern. Yeah.
So I'm still waiting to see, to hear more about
Borderlands?
Uncharted.
Oh, okay.
And then we still got Borderlands to hear more
I'm
about
excited
that
for that one.
and stuff. So there's like a whole bunch of games that are coming out, and and I guess like I don't know. Did you ever watch Monster Hunter?
I still haven't watched Monster Hunter. Yet.
Okay, all right. So you'll have to tell me if it's ass or not.
I know.
But
sure if I'm gonna watch
I'm
it.
trying to see. I'm trying to see
curious.
if we're gonna stay on this trend of video games just sucking.
I know.
Yeah.
Or
Mortal Kombat.
if we're gonna actually see something that's like great. Yeah, I'm interested to see if they can bring light to Mortal Kombat. I don't think that Mortal Kombat was never a story-based type of game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the original Mortal Kombats, I thought was always cool because you got to see the characters depicted in real life
They're
and whatnot.
entertaining.
So I think that might be a little easier to do. But when you have the story and stuff like that, I think Borderlands.
Are
will
you
probably be a
excited for
little
that Mortal
easier.
Kombat?
I'm very skeptical of it
I
for
am
some
too,
reason.
actually.
I do love Mortal Kombat, but I'm very skeptical, just like I was with World of Warcraft. I'm like, I don't know. I'm more excited for Borderlands because I love Jack Black. I think because there's no actors in the movie that I'm really hyped for. It doesn't really have anything that's like kind of appealing to me yet. But it's Mortal Kombat, so
I liked the crappy
Well,
90s
I didn't
Mortal
even get to
Kombat.
see all of them.
When you were a kid, we liked it.
Oh yeah,
But when you go back and watch, like, these are bad
Garbage.
movies, man.
I mean,
So,
there's
I
a
don't
lot
know.
of those
I know.
that will get that.
Yeah.
You like, damn, I watched this
This
shit
was
back
good.
then. Yeah, for sure.
But-
Yeah, so that's all we have for you guys this week. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed yet, come on.
please.
Just hit the button. It's right there. Hit those notification bells so that way you guys are notified if anything is posted by us, which we post every day of the week except for like Sunday, something like that.
Saturday and Sunday, yep.
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday. Every now and again we'll post them on Sunday or Saturday, I mean. But yeah, so answer the question in the comments. We'll always have one in the video for you. Lately the comments been popping off. Arachnid Soul. Do you guys remember any of the other ones that were commenting? Any of the other people?
Sometimes I can't remember the names. There was another one that I saw.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
can't
write
remember
your
the name.
names
Yeah.
down on the list.
Hey,
I'm
Anthony
gonna give you
G, leave us a
shout-out.
comment, man. We haven't heard from you in a while. Anthony
Yeah,
G.
Anthony
Hey,
G.
Squid, you too.
Squiddy,
Yeah,
come on, man.
Squid,
Yeah,
man.
but yeah, I'm gonna start making a list of the people, and I'm gonna start giving you guys shouts out for interacting with us. There was another guy, JD something. I can't
JD
remember.
40, JD.
JD Powerhouse, we'll call
JD
him. No.
Powerhouse. JD
but yeah,
Powertrain
there was
warranty.
there was a few people, a few new names. So shout outs to you guys. Thank you guys for joining us, and until next week, we'll catch you guys later. Deuces.
Peace.
See ya.
I love you, me.